Sarah, and this is Budgetsew, where we create stylish, fashionable looks as inexpensively as possible. Today, I'm going to show you my holiday party dress sewing pattern pics, but first, I'm going to show you a dress that I upcycled. I bought this beautiful navy blue and green chaps dress at the Hudson's Bay Company and then lengthened it using additional fabric that I bought from Fabricland. The link to the video where I show you how I lengthened this dress is right here at the top of the screen. This dress is 95% polyester and 5% elastane, so the swimsuit fabric for the band was the perfect choice. I bought the green printed swimsuit fabric at Fabricland at a store closing sale in Stratford, Ontario. It was $6 a meter and there were 3.2 meters left on the bolt. I used a 7-inch strip of this fabric to lengthen this dress, so I have plenty of fabric left over for my swimsuit plans. To complete the look, I'm wearing 9 West shoes that I bought a few years ago for a New Year's Eve party. I bought my necklace from the Salvation Army charity store, and my earrings and brooch were in a Ziploc bag full of jewelry that I bought for $5 at a church Christmas bazaar. Now, onto the patterns. I chose the dress patterns that I'm about to show you because they can be dressed up or down with a change of fabric. Luxurious fabrics such as silk, satin, crepe, crepe-back satin, and velour give the dress a glamorous holiday party look. Take it an extra step and glam it up with glittering or gold accessories for a truly stylish look. What's nice is that these patterns are more than a one-time use pattern. Switch up the fabric for an everyday look. And if your holiday party is at home this year, then I have some great apron patterns to show you so you can protect your dress while preparing for the party. The first pattern is McCall's 7205 from 1964. I bought this vintage pattern from Good Value thrift store in downtown London, Ontario. This is a sleeveless, semi-fitted and flared dress and a single-breasted straight coat. The 3-panel dress has French darts at the front, vertical darts, and a zipper closing at the back. The applied bands on the neck and armholes may be of dress fabric or a contrast fabric. The unlined coat has set-in 3/4 length sleeves and patch pockets. The neck and fronts are faced and interfaced and trimmed with machine stitching. The pockets are also trim stitched and the tie belt is optional. The suggested fabrics for dress A or B are checks, printed silks or cottons, piqué, linen, denim, shantung, and barbicane. The suggested fabrics for coats C and D are flannel, linen, piqué, denim, tweed, barbicane, ottoman, ticking, and seersucker. I choose different fabrics than these. I picture myself slipping off my wool coat to reveal my sequin dress. Put your sunglasses on. The next pattern is Simplicity 6894, published in 1975. This dress in 2 lengths pattern is one of Simplicity's designer fashion patterns. The top stitch dress with a front band button closing has a notched collar and a self fabric tie belt. Regular length dress view 1 and ankle length view 2 have long set-in sleeves gathered into button cuffs. Ankle length view 3 is sleeveless. The recommended fabrics are linen, silk linen, shantung, surah, sateen, printed silk, challis, crepe back satin, crepe, and jersey. View 1 also in lightweight wool, wool flannel, tweed, matte jersey, and double knit. My favorite is ankle length view 2 with the long set-in sleeves. I'd make this up in a midnight blue velour with gold accessories. What's old is now new again. My next pattern is Simplicity 3833. This is a retro 1960s pattern that was reprinted in 2007 in modern sizing. This vintage A-line dress features front, back, and neck darts, a center front seam, a back zipper, and top stitching. The bodice connects to the above-the-knee skirt with a modified version of a French dart. The front dart starts at the bodice and continues into the skirt. The recommended fabrics are cotton and cotton blends, laundered cottons, damask, piqué, poplin, seersucker, sateen, lightweight wool and wool blends, jacquards, suede silk rayon, silk linen, brocade, satin, shantung, lightweight double knits, soft lightweight linen, and linen blends. This dress would be so much fun to dance around in. New Look 6717 is the next pattern. This 1960s pattern has so many possibilities. New Look 6717 has 7 easy options in one pattern. This line dress has bust darts, front and back double pointed darts, and a back zipper. View A and B have a skirt ruffle. View A has short sleeves, and View B is sleeveless. View C has contrast sleeves, and View D has matching sleeves. Views E, F, and G are sleeveless. View E has a neck ruffle, and View F is cut on the crosswise of border printed fabric. The suggested fabrics are cotton and cotton blends, silk and silk types, crepe, crepe back satin, double georgette, and rayons. My favorite is View A with the short sleeves and ruffles. It would be lovely in a printed silk. Before I continue with the holiday party dress sewing patterns, please like and share this video with your friends and family. I would love to help others sew and refashion on a budget and troubleshoot their favorite patterns. I also love sharing the treasure that I find at thrift shops. If you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe and make sure that the bell is on so you receive a notification when I release a new video. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budgetsew. Now back to the sewing patterns. The next pattern is New Look 6594 from the 1990s. This pattern has bust darts, front and back double pointed darts, lined sleeves, a back tie, and a back zipper. View A and B are ankle length with a side slit, and views C and D are above the knee. What really caught my eye about this pattern was the sleeves. View A has cap sleeves and View B is sleeveless. View C's short sleeves are pleated with a button, and View D's sleeves look like a tulip sleeve, but they're actually just one piece. The recommended fabrics are cotton and cotton blends, crepe, laundered silk rayon, and silk linen. I think that View A in an ice blue satin with sparkling accessories would be perfect. The next pattern is Simplicity 7124 from 1996. This dress has a V neckline and a full skirt gathered to a button front bodice at a slightly raised waistline seam. Dresses A, B, and C are mid-calf length, and dress D is knee length. Views A and C have a contrast skirt. Dress A is sleeveless. Dress B has long sleeves, and C and D have short sleeves. View C has contrast sleeves, and views A and C have bodice patch pockets, and views B and D have skirt patch pockets. The suggested fabrics are gauze, gingham, laundered cottons, batiks, broadcloth, chambray, lightweight denim, challis, crepon, and laundered silk rayon. For a holiday party look, I would make this dress out of a crepe back satin and use the crepe side for the bodice and the satin for the skirt. This idea is great because I don't want the sheen of the satin across my bust making me look top heavy. Then there's Simplicity 5449, an overnight success pattern that was published in 1982. This is a Mrs. Pullover dress that is adjustable for Miss Petite. This dress, with a flared skirt stitched to the bodice at the elasticized waistline, has a wing-type collar, front shoulder tucks, a front button closing, and pockets in the side seams. View 1 has long set-in sleeves with elastic wrist casings. View 2 has short pleated sleeves and a contrast collar. And View 3 has extended shoulders forming cap sleeves. The recommended fabrics are cotton types such as broadcloth, chambray, and challis. Also recommended are silk and silk types, crepe and crepe types, and lightweight linen types. My favorite is View 1 with the long sleeves. The next pattern is New Look 6725. This sleeveless dress and jacket in 2 lengths have bust darts into princess seams and back double-pointed darts. The dress has a back zipper. The suggested fabrics are crepe, shantung, linen and linen blends, and wool blends. At first glance, this may seem like a jacket and dress pattern for the office, but if you take a closer look at the dress, you'll see that this would be a lot of fun to wear because of the A-line skirt. I think that this dress in a crepe or shantung would look fantastic. Then there's See and Sew 5763/666. This pattern was published by Butterick in 1991. This loose-fitting, unlined, below-the-hip jacket has extended shoulders, shoulder pads, and long sleeves. The loose-fitting, mid-knee length straight dress has slightly extended shoulders, shoulder pads, a back zipper, hemline slit, and above-the-elbow sleeves. The recommended fabrics are lightweight broadcloth, lightweight double knit, lightweight wool crepe, lightweight gabardine, and challis. This dress is wonderful. It has great lines and enough ease that you can have the cake for dessert. It's the holidays after all. The next pattern is Butterick 5496. This fast and easy top and mock sarong skirt pattern was published in 1991. The semi-fitted pullover self-lined top A has a narrow hem. Fitted tops B and C have raised necklines, front shoulder tucks, extended shoulder pads, and above elbow sleeves with stitched hems or long sleeves. The mid-knee length straight skirt has an elastic waistline, front pleated overlay, a narrow hem, and a concealed side slit. A purchase belt or sash is suggested. The recommended fabrics are challis, lightweight fail, lightweight broadcloth, and silk-like broadcloth. I think View A would be fun, but I would lengthen the skirt so that it falls below the knee. The next pattern is the first of the apron patterns that I chose for those holiday parties at home. The first pattern is Vintage Simplicity 4737, a Mrs. Apron pattern with a transfer for applique and smocking. View 1's apron has the upper edge gathered to the waistband with tie ends and the lower edge pointed at the center front. The flower appliques have leaves and embroidered stems. View 2's apron has ribbon tie ends and honeycomb smocking trim on the upper edge and pocket. The suggested fabrics are cotton and blends, batiste, broadcloth, cotton satin, gingham, lawn, organdy, synthetics and blends, and organza. This pattern is perfect for Christmas with the poinsettia applique. This would pair very nicely with McCall's 7205. The final pattern is McCall's 2132. This 1985 McCall's Craft pattern is for anytime aprons. Cover up for the cleanup in 7 different styles. View A through F have a gathered skirt with patch pockets. View A has a bib, shoulder straps with eyelet ruffles, and ribbon and ruffling trim. View B has a bib, and the band shoulder straps and ties are of a contrast fabric. View C is designed for plaid fabrics only, has a V-neck bib, and the flanges and pocket bands are cut on the bias. View D, with the bias tape trim, has a V-neck bib and shoulder straps, and a purchased applique for the pocket. View E has contrast bands and ties and ruffling trim. View F has purchased trim on the pocket. The pullover apron, View G, is open at the sides, has a divided patch pocket, side ties, and ruffling trim on all the edges. The suggested fabrics are cotton and cotton blends, gingham, chambray, lightweight denim, broadcloth, piqué, muslin, and eyelet. View C is suitable for plaids only, and all views are not suitable for diagonals. You may remember this pattern from my DIY Halloween costumes. I made up View B for my Bloody Nurse Halloween costume. The link to the video with that costume is right here at the top of the screen. I hope you enjoyed my Christmas party dress sewing patterns. Please like and share this video with your friends and family. I love sharing my new, vintage, and out-of-print sewing patterns, and my tips, tricks, quick fixes, and even my mistakes when sewing along with you. I also love sharing my wonderful fabric finds that I thrifted from charity shops, as well as brand new fabric, online and in-store. If you'd like to see more from Budget Sew, please subscribe and press the bell so you receive a notification when I release a new video. If you'd like to stay up to date with Budget Sew, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budget Sew. Thanks for watching. See you next time.